Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I tinker with throughout the day. For step-by-step detailed instructions of those tasks, you can click on the links in the comment section below. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. This video also has tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So, thank you very much for watching. Red Barron on the run. Got a couple of lights here, but hey, I ain't worried about that. I had to go get some gas. It's leaking the fuel out a little bit. Should be able to make it to the gas station. Maybe I'll just go right around the corner here. And then I'm gonna go to the storage to get the wheels from Panther. And we're gonna go take a trip to the wheel shop. See what they'll charge me to fix the wheels on these two cars. For assessment with Red Barron, I am here at the Alloy Wheel Repair Place, Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're going to go in here and see what they could do about the wheels for Red Barron and Panther. The folks at the wheel alignment place did not let me in. They came out, talked for a few minutes, went back in. Basically, they said that their process of straightening wheels out is $150 a wheel, and they charge also $150 a wheel to strip them and repaint them. So you're looking at $300 a wheel, and you really could buy new wheels, good new wheels, cheaper than that. So not sure I'm going to go that route. Still got my eyes open for a place that will straighten wheels out a little bit more reasonable than that. But hey, when you have limited facilities doing it, they kind of set their own prices. I was actually hoping that since the wheels didn't have any tires on them, that would be cheaper, but they said it doesn't matter to them. So that's where we are with the wheel situation. Pull it down here with a seatbelt strap. We're going to check it for spark. Go from there. It's crazy it don't have a code though. Well, it seemed like he had good fuel pressure, but we swapped my mass airflow sensor in. Still didn't do any good. So we checked fuel pressure at the rail again, and that thing is dead. So I doubt it's the relay, but I could jump the relay and see what happens. More than likely the pump is dead. Lines, I'm going to use this to pry under them. Pull them up, work them up and off like that. And they came up and off easy. Alright, now I'm going to unplug the lead to it because we got to pick it up and out of there. You can see how cruddy this is up here. Original pump. 210,000 miles. That spare fuel pump I had, Bosch plastic pump, did not fit in the housing. I had to cut chunks of that housing off to get that thing in. Good thing is I had the fuel pump cap, tank, sending unit cap removal tool I got from IPD. So that was made a little bit quicker, but I had to butcher that pump housing up pretty good to get the replacement pump in there, which is fine. It should hold on the bottom, shouldn't go anywhere. Car fired right up afterwards. We're good to go. Symptoms that he was having was sometimes he'd get on the highway, didn't have any boost. As you can see, fires right up right now. We were struggling getting that thing to crank up, so he should be good to go. Enough time to get to work on time. Another package. Let's see what we got here, boy. It is heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Parts. Centric parts. Ugh. Caliper. With a 302 bracket. Big brackets, boy. Awesome. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.